ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
So this is where the legend...
That's right. We often met here to chat and have...
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo.
No, it took me...
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie. And when a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, a flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a true... Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like she has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning. If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious
The one who would never lie is... me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or as for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but...
Huh?
It's also one of my favorite stories. Don't you think such a person would deserve a...
Simon's getting more and more long.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to Alice. You've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors.
Do you also want to be...
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexenzirkel. I used to think that the Hexenzirkel was a group of women who could control the very fate of...
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued and...
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. But you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexenzirkel after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. Please come to see us again before you go and settle.
So, the supreme
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually... Dear child, I believe you can also understand, but no matter how hard things may, as long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with.
I still don't get it.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexenzirkel is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windbloom again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day many, many years ago that Jay tied the knot. Oh, just in time for the Festival of...
Whoa! Ah! Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down? Oh.
Are you okay, Timaeus?
I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just, a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own
It sounds like you've still got something on.
But still, of course, I didn't...
Don't say that. If anything, it should.
Oh, no.
Well, that.
Oh, Miss Ying-ar. Well,
Hey, you three? You may want to look...
Huh?
Oh, so that's Miss Ying-ar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Ying-ar. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that...
I was ready to give you a harsh scold. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Why wouldn't? You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? I am so glad to. I have to say, you can be happy just to see others, but if you. I've never visited. Maybe I'll get shy and. Since we are so alike. But. Well, that's a topic that my parents used to talk about. My mom brought it up, but she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay. Oh, they're really having a great conversation.
I nearly... This texture... Yep. It's nothing too special. They're super sweet. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. Thank you.
Kale, please take these... I've heard that you've been working hard on your...
I don't know what to say.
Sucrose, now's your chance.
You're right.
Oh, really?
Of course. Huh? It was like a little cloud of... Well, luckily, I'll keep working on it.
Yeah, you can write to me.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen.
Master Trinot.
If your friendship was forged in a test tube.
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, Sayano wanted you to have one for yourself. If...
I'm a master of the gate.
Can you believe this guy? Wait. Huh? Colin?
Yeah, I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel during Windbloom.
But Tainari said that we're not anything...
Well, in this case, we...
Whoa, are these really for us?
So, Although they're not, I want to give the real blessing. Sucrose. Huh? Doesn't it look?
Am I? Why?
Why wouldn't? Also, isn't it time for you to drop the miss and just call me Yingar?
Yingar.
Mm-hmm.
Yingar.
Look at...
No! I'm just overwhelmed with...